Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I thought I would share with you my evening routine. And so if you're new here, I'm Lottie. I'm a first time mum of a beautiful baby girl who is 4.5 months now, and I also live with my partner Rick. So this video is more to concentrate on my evening routine as a first time mum and everything I get up to around Lila Rose's bedtime. I will be doing a separate, more in-depth video of Lila's updated bedtime, so if that's something you're interested in, I'd love it if you consider subscribing, and let's get into this video. So it's 5 PM and I'm starting off by prepping dinner. Tonight I'm doing a korma from Jamie Oliver's Ministry of Food. I love this book, but a lot of the recipes aren't quick to do, so if you have the time then I really recommend trying it out. Tonight's meal isn't too bad. I think it's about 45 minutes from prep to finish. So I like to have dinner on the table by 6 because I just think it works well around Lila Rose's bedtime and bath time, and my partner works very early morning, so he likes to go to bed at the same time as Lila, so it just makes sense to have dinner by about 6 o'clock. Talking of Lila, while I was prepping dinner I noticed she was having a little nap on Daddy, so I thought I would catch that on camera for you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and toss everything into the pan and leave that to simmer for half an hour. I'm a very clean cook and I like to tidy as I go, so I always try to tidy up the kitchen in between cooking, and tonight I'm starting off with packing away anything that's on the drainer. As you can see, we have a tiny box of the kitchen, so I literally have to pack everything away before I can start washing up again. So I go ahead and wash up anything that I have already used. And by the time I finish that, I wash through the rice. I like to swill it in the saucepan before I pop it into a separate bowl, and I will fill the saucepan back up with water and bring that to the boil, ready to put the rice back in. By now, Lila Rose seemed really grumpy, which isn't like her at all. She felt really hot, so I stripped her down and I decided to take her temperature to check she was okay. As you can see, she enjoyed Mummy singing while I did this. Anyway, her temperature was absolutely fine, so when she carried on crying, I figured she needed an early feed time. That isn't really like her, but they do say if you've tried everything and they're still crying, the chances are they are just hungry. I definitely think she's changing with her feeding routine now. She's probably ready to go onto solids, but I'm not ready quite yet for her. Next, it's time to dish up, and at first I only dished up Rick's food because we usually have to take it in turns to eat while someone entertains Lila, otherwise she can get really grumpy and that's just not fun at all. But tonight she was actually very happy to sit in her bouncer, and we put on some baby-friendly TV for her. As you can see, Nellie Pups' bum is sticking out. She is quite happily enjoying herself in the garden there. I don't like to put her in front of the TV very often, but if it means she is content just so we can sit down and have something to eat together, then I'll happily jump at that chance tonight. After dinner I try to make it a routine that I do the dishes. Trust me, sometimes they are left, but I find it really makes life easier the following day if everything is packed away and not all piling up. And if you are wondering what Rick's doing behind me, he isn't just watching me do the housework, he's writing a shopping list and we're actually discussing meal ideas for the next week. And as for Lila, she is sitting by the kitchen entrance, quite happily blowing bubbles to herself. This seems to be her new thing at the moment, and now she's even given herself a little bubble beard. So by 6 PM, this is what our house usually looks like. I know it's not really bad, but I know it will be if I leave it for the next day. I also have a nice pile of stuff that sits on the stairs ready to be taken upstairs, and that usually happens daily. But I choose to ignore all of that for now, and I like to dedicate this time to focus on Lila. So after feeding the dog, I like to spend some quality time with Lila before I transition her to her nighttime routine. And tonight I'm playing with her new soft book that I actually bought today in HomeSense. This was only like $5.99, and I think Lila really enjoys how soft it is. course, Nellie wants to join in the fun, and Lila's really starting to notice her more, so it's always a balancing act of trying to stop Lila pulling at Nellie's fur and then stop Nellie from licking Lila's face. Then it's on to Lila's bath time, and like I said, I will do a more in-depth video of her bedtime routine, but here she is enjoying her bath. But she was definitely more serious tonight than usual. Maybe she's camera shy, I don't know. Once I've got her all dried and I've done things to look after her skin, I like to talk to her as I put her pyjamas on. And as you can see, I try my best to make her smile, but she was so serious tonight for some reason. I'll then give her a bottle and put her down for the night, and tonight she was absolutely zonked. This is when I like to leave Rick and Lila to sleep and I get the house to myself. So excitingly, the first thing I actually like to do is just tidy up everything I talked about earlier. I love coming downstairs in the morning to a tidy house. I feel like my head is a lot clearer for the day. So I'm just going to quickly do a clean round, wipe down the table and take everything upstairs that needs to go upstairs. Next, it really is time for me to wind down, so while I have a bath running, I begin to take off my makeup, and I like to use these simple wipes. As you can see, my eczema is already coming through my foundation, and tonight it's really sore. If anyone gets sensitive skin, I would love some recommendations for skincare products. I'm absolutely struggling so badly with postpartum flare-up at the moment. Anyway, once all my makeup is removed, I like to light some candles, have some real downtime in the bath. Sometimes I have some chocolate, but tonight I was so full from the korma, so I left the chocolate out. This is my favourite part of the day, when I can really have some peace and quiet and really look after my skin and pamper myself. So after I finish in the bath, I like to moisturise myself all over, and as you can see, I use Cetraben, which I have been using since I was actually a baby. It's really good. I find that my skin is so sensitive to any other moisturisers, so this is the one I stick with. I'll go ahead and clean my teeth, and the final part of my evening is when I get into bed and put my steroid cream on to my eczema. Obviously, I can't actually film that part because I didn't want to wake Rick up, so here's a little bit of Lila sleeping instead. And so that is me off to the land of Nod, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this evening routine. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so, as I do like to do more routine videos like this one. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.